G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al, trail name Lookout, and today we are having a bit of a short day. We're not going to rush. We are doing only 17 miles today, which is a little bit shorter than yesterday by about 4 or 5 miles. We are going to get close to Sierra City and then walk in tomorrow. But today we have been talking about something called the NorCal Blues, the North California Blues, which is something that hits hikers, same as on the AT, where people get the Virginia Blues, where they've been in a state for a really long time and things are getting a bit samey every single day. They're getting tired, weary, frustrated, feet hurt, and we're talking also about how people on trail this year have had a vastly different journey to most other years, being with the high snow. So I'm going to show you some scenery and we're going to talk about that later. Some great news to share with you is that we're expecting it to be snow-free for the rest of the day. Oh, what bliss. That rattling is my micro spikes, but when I grab some water I'll put them back in my backpack so that they're not chinking together while I walk. The landscape is beautiful. The flowers are beautiful. The mosquitoes and flies are not beautiful. But I have said this a lot in the past, that I really appreciate seeing all the colours and being out here a lot more when it's like this. The snow was beautiful for a certain amount of time, but it gets old when you're hiking on it every day. But this is beautiful. Love it. Well, not entirely snow-free it seemed, but mostly. Oh no! How am I going to get down this without sliding on my bum? Ugh. Expertly done. Under or over, which one would you choose? Probably safer to go around. Oh no, more snow! Turns out I was wrong. Ooh, water! Forest restoration. This harvesting was done to salvage weak and dying trees. The new young forest will occur from planted and natural trees. This area was harvested in 1992. The site was prepared in 93 and 94. There's no undergrowth whatsoever. There's just a couple of small trees and a couple of large trees. I'm not saying that I know better than these people that have worked very hard to restore this forest, but there's no multi-layer here. You've just got trees that are all roughly the same age. And the problem with that is a old growth forest will have so many different layers. It has the undergrowth, and it has smaller trees, and then it has large trees, and it has old, really old trees, hundreds of years old. and as those trees fall, they create spaces in the canopy, and at the moment, with everything being the same age and the same height, it's all just one big canopy, blocking out sunlight to the bottom. But you can see in some areas there are smaller trees that are surviving. Time to stop for lunch. What have you
I got couscous with roasted garlic and teriyaki jerky, and then some bread crumbles.
Croutons.
Yeah, croutons.
Croutons. Crunchy friends in a liquid broth. I got this. Mushroom jerky, chef created, planet based. I wonder if that's real, like it's planet based or supposed to be plant and they're autocorrect. Messed up. Maybe because it's a mushroom, it's actually planet based and not plant. And this is vegan jerky. That's vegan jerky as well, but this is also vegan jerky. This I got from Worth It. He just gave that to me. I'm not cooking today. I don't really have a big appetite. I've eaten lots of protein bars. And I'm also gonna take some carrots. So the NorCal blues, the North California blues. As I mentioned earlier, I kind of look at it as something similar to what people were facing on the Appalachian Trail in Virginia when you got the Virginia blues. You've been in a state for a very long time. We've been in California now for 1,200 miles and 3 months. It's a long time to be in one state. And I think people get to a point after 3 months of where they say, I'm fed up of eating this food. I'm fed up of the same old terrain. I'm fed up of climbing hills every day. Fed up of my feet hurting. I'm fed up of injuries. A lot of that resentment towards the hardships of the trail come out at this point. The community that was here in the desert has probably thinned quite a lot because people have either flipped to different places along the trail and everyone's spread out so that they could avoid the Sierra, or some people have gone home. They just didn't want to. So those who are left can get sort of depressed with same old, camping in a tent, being cold, being wet, being dirty, being sweaty, being eaten alive by mosquitoes, their feet hurting, carrying injuries. There's a whole load of factors, and probably a million more that I have not mentioned, that can really bring someone's mood down. I think boredom can set in for some people, and so being around this just over 1,000 miles in, you're still not halfway, so you've not got that to have under your belt and say, well, I've done more than 50% of it, because you haven't. And you can feel like you've been walking forever and you're still not halfway. It seems to be that sort of point on the trail where all of those factors, or some of them, depending on you, can come together and sort of give people the blues, I guess, as they say. For me, I still feel good. I still feel happy. I have my moments, you know, you trip over a log and rip open your leg. It's not fun. You lose a trekking pole in the river. It's not fun. Nearly get crushed to death by a rock. Not fun. You constantly stub your toe. You slip down a snowbank. All these things at the time not fun. Can aggravate you a little bit, or they can make you disheartened. But all in all, the attitude for myself is that I'm still happy. I still enjoy it. And I was that way for the whole AT. I felt exhausted in the end, but I did not feel like I wanted to give up. I did not feel depressed. I did not feel sort of angry with my situation. And I think I got a different attitude towards it. Whereas Worth It has been quite open that he is suffering NorCal blues. I think one of the things that I really enjoy is soaking my feet in the freezing cold water and creeks. It just feels therapeutic. It kind of takes you away from the hiking. And things like this, moments like this, are ones that I remember from the Appalachian Trail a lot, and I wish I would have done more. So at every opportunity I try to do this. So ladies and gentlemen, it's getting late, and that's everything I have for you today. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.